quality and the scale of the mountains and the cliffs here. We're going this way. You're coming this way. The proximity to the coast. It's pretty unique. The more people that experience places like this, you hope that that just allows them to connect to the world in a slightly deeper, more meaningful way. Good girl. Yeah, it's a privilege living here. It's a privilege doing the job I do. It's just fantastic. Good girl, come! Oh, yes, clever puppy. At 13, I got to go to an outdoor education centre. I loved caving, I loved climbing, going kayaking. I just thought it was fantastic. It was an escape rather than thinking about it as a career. But that was where it all started for me. Yeah, I struggled at school with my English. I can't spell. And it was at a time where, you know, there wasn't shed loads of support with that. So I got quite disillusioned. Yeah, not too sure what to do. And then the outdoor centre I'd been to as a young person was looking for apprentice instructors. So anyway, so I applied for the apprentice job at the same time as applying for the army. And what I knew was the outdoor job, there wouldn't be an English test, where there is to join the army. So that made the decision for me. It was very deep. It's like, right, I'm going to go there because I'm not going to be asked to spell. I fully love every minute of what I do, and I'm really lucky. Yeah, it was fate, whatever. I'm not too sure, you know, but at the time it happened, and then it set me on a path. Yeah, I'm so grateful for.
I grew up in London and lived there up until 2018 when I relocated to North Wales. I was working for a massive financial services company, and I was working in the most interesting little corner of it, I would say, which was in the sustainability and climate change team. So my day-to-day work was really interesting and I felt very valuable. But I was waking up 7:30 in the morning, you know, quite a long and really uncomfortable commute, then walking not very far into an office building and spending minimum 12 hours there each day. I remember never looking at the weather forecast because it made really little impact on my life. So I became kind of disassociated from nature in a way. And yeah, that's been totally turned around moving here, where the weather forecast becomes vital and I watch it like more than sort of once daily, like regularly. And it's because my interaction with the outdoors is totally different.
My house is just over that little dark patch, which is tucked away on the banks of the lake. Even in rainy North Wales in a day like today, it's still pretty cool to get out. Yeah, it's beautiful.
For Emily, the outdoors is very important for her mental health. I think it is for all of us. And so if she can engage with it more, then that's hopefully something that will help her stay healthy and to deal with the day-to-day stresses that she has and we all have. The outdoors is key for an awful lot of people for that reason.
Even from a high-rise building, you'd get like a bit of a view, but here, you know, like, well, it's miles and miles that you can see, and that's got to be good for you.
I think through a lot of my life I've suffered from anxiety. And I was in my late 20s that I got a diagnosis of bipolar. And in the most extreme way, I lose all sense of reality and gone into a psychotic episode, which effectively means that you are unclear on what is real and what's unreal, and your mind starts to work overtime with a sort of wild imagination, fabricating things that aren't actually happening. And that is terrifying. And I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy, that being in that place. And getting outdoors is a really quick sort of response for me. It's like it's almost like a necessity. And I find in climbing that is particularly true. The clutter of life and the clutter of my anxiety and my episode often falls away, and I become utterly engrossed in the activity, such that for those moments where I'm doing it, I feel well.
So coming up, I've got this cool climb with Sam. It's a mixture between really exciting and really nerve-wracking, and I think those two things often go side by side.
Emily has her mountain leader qualification, so she is qualified to take people where she doesn't have to think about using a rope. And she is always keen to broaden her own experience and push her own comfort zone so that she's getting better and better.
So it's called Lighthouse Arete. It's on Anglesey, on the sea cliffs there, in a region called Gogarth. It's a hard, severe climb. It's quite an undertaking, but I have every confidence in Sam's ability to coach, lead and guide. So I think she'll have her work cut out for her, and I'll do my best.
Look at all the birdies.
Oh my God, wow.
I've always had a thing about sea cliff climbing. That idea of abseiling in, and there's no easy way out. You can't duck or dive at that point, you know. You've got to get up the route, and you're just going to use your skills to get yourself out of there. The environment, so where the rocks meet the ocean, that environment is just unique and it's magical. I love it. I love the mix of the hard rock and the soft water. It's just fantastic.
I'm worried about the grade of the route because a couple of days ago I did a route at the same grade and came a serious cropper. I was left hanging on one arm back to the rock, basically screaming. So I'm really nervous. So yeah, should be fun.
A huge thing with climbing is the relationship between you and your climbing partner. You know, you're literally putting your life in their hands. So Emily's going sockless. Hers are a little bit tighter than mine. I don't know, yours comfy?
Kind of. I mean, not wonderfully.
In as much as a rock shoe can be comfortable.
Yeah.
All right, happy? Yeah?
Yep.
With this route, the commitment at the start is the biggest challenge. If you let me get down into the corner first, Em. For them standing at the top of the abseil, you know, and looking down there and actually committing, that's the bit where it has to come from them, not from you. The sea cliff has absolutely no access at low tide. So the cliffs go straight down into one of the most active bits of water in North Wales. So we're going to slide down a rope and we then disattach ourselves from that rope, reattach ourselves to climbing ropes, and then we're going to go on a journey to try and get ourselves back out of the cliff. It's going to be great, but it's a grade that is challenging for Emily. It's certainly not going to be easy for her.
Yeah, all right. I mean, this beginning of the abseil isn't too feisty, but the first pitch I think is a nice mellow start, so I'm quite looking forward to that one. I think it then gets a bit tougher after that. So yeah, we'll see.
I've got this kind of vague confidence that I'll be able to do it, but I equally have this, like, I'm a lamb to the slaughter. What am I doing? But it's also quite exciting. We'll have the cliff to ourselves. It's a great route. I've heard lots about it. I want to do it. And if I do it, I'll have a huge sense of achievement.
Keep coming until you're level with this little ledge. A little bit more, yeah, keep going. Don't worry, I can pull you in if worse comes to worse. It's all right, you're doing great. I got you.
So it seems like pitch 1's all right, pitch 2 and 3. They use the word awkward, never a good sign, and some tricky steps in it. So yeah, I'm quite nervous.
Off we go. Climbing is all about psychology. Everything comes down to what's going on between your ears. huge, big ledges for your hands and your feet. It's fab. People build things up into their head, don't they? I call it a fear of the fear. You're almost afraid of being afraid. And breathe.
So you have to be incredibly observant. Right foot there, left foot there, little lump there for right hand, little pinch there for left hand.
Good, really good, Emily. You have a big game that you're playing with yourself, but it's quite a serious game. The consequences are very serious. For you to make that ultimate decision, am I going to move, am I not going to move? There's no room for what am I going to have for dinner, or when's the car tax due, what are the kids up to? You are wholly in that moment. It allows you to, to shift all of that other junk out of the way and just get right to the heart of the matter and put yourself 100% to that task and give it everything you've got.
Yeah, oh my goodness, how did you get up there?
Yeah, so big ledge here. Mm-hmm. So you can step up, and it's a blue cam, so it's easy to take out.
One.
Yeah, so you just pop that out. So you're going to do the same here that you did before. Take the clove hitch out, and then you can sort yourself out. All good?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, here we go.
That definitely looks the trickiest section of the next bit.
The intensity with climbing is very high. Can you get yourself tucked in there? Sort your feet out a little bit. It's a little bit steeper this, but I've got you, don't worry. It gives you a momentary view of what is important. Is that it off?
No. Shit.
That's okay, I got you on the rope. From a mental health point of view, not only do you get a break while you're climbing because everything else disappears.
Hang on, hang on.
But also it can help you learn how to cope with anxiety and fear and just focus on what is the most important thing at that moment. There you go, yeah. Smile, go on, enjoy it, you've done it. Yeah, you've done it. Well done, Emily. Really well done. Superb.
This is nice.
You know, when you get to the top, having put it all together, physically, emotionally and mentally, yeah, it's golden, incredible. Superb, you're all right, well done, well done, really top effort, Emily. Top effort. Hey, well done.
Yes.
Well done. Which one? That one.
Yeah.
Superb, well done.
It's done, it's a tick. It's a really cool climb. I want to come back and do it again.
There's no mountain to be conquered or rock face to be conquered. The only person to be conquered is you. Look at that moon.
I know, amazing.
You can deal with the element of challenge. You can deal with all the uncertainty in your brain. You can deal with hardship when you're going up and you want to give up. You can deal with fear when you get to a scary bit. It's not about conquering something other than just yourself.